just to give you a bit of background about what I do, I'm not sure if you used the bond originator before, though, when you first purchased.
Okay.
We are affiliated to all the leading banks. The one thing that
Okay.
sets us apart, though, is that we have an
Mm.
exclusive contract with SA Home Loans. So we are
Okay.
able to also approach SA Home Loans on your behalf for yourself and your
Okay.
wife, which is great because it widens up, the net a little bit and
Yes.
gives you more options to consider. And our service is, of course, free to you. You don't pay for our
Okay.
service. And then we can also, even though you are second time buyers, because of our close relationships with the various banks, we can secure a 50% discount off your attorney bond registration costs as well,
Wow, that's good.
which
That's good
helps. Yeah.
news. Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so, for a family-run business, the banks are quite rigid about how they assess
Mm.
it, right? But what
Okay.
we can do, because you are not directors, you are full-time employees,
Yeah.
is just obtain a letter from the
Okay.
payroll or, from the people that run the payments, like you mentioned, the
Yeah.
subsidized amounts, is
Yeah.
that the only two major allowances, call it, or subsidies that the banks take into consideration for you as a full-time employee is the
Mm.
housing allowance. So that would be the
Yeah.
rental. So they
Yeah.
would basically confirm for you what your monthly housing allowance is. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's something they can put as a housing allowance on a letter confirmation for you
Yeah.
each. And then the
Yeah.
second one would be a travel allowance. Those are the only two subsidized allowances that they will look at, not groceries or living expenses in that sense,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
fuel, which is basically a travel or car allowance, like your car repayment.
Mm.
So they would just need to tabulate that or confirm that in a letter to say what
Okay.
the values are. What is your housing
Yeah.
allowance for each of you that you're
Yeah.
approved for? And then, of course, the travel allowance, which is, whatever it will either cover part of your car installment or fuel.